But then again, things can go bad. Well, they normally don't, but they can. Alright. So the stream is going. We have the chat lowered right now. What am I going to need? Audacity. Alright. So, what I need to do... So what we're doing is we are going to... Basically, I'm going to show you guys how I do the... How I make the free audios that I provide you guys. Oops, wrong way. Well, with Bandcamp now, it's a little bit more of a tedious task. So, I have a limited space of only 296 megabytes, I think is what it is. So, when it comes to longer readings, I have to basically cut, like chop up anything that has over 25 minutes of content. I think it's 25 anyway. In fact, let me actually check that and not play anything. Let's see. When you go to remove that. I said remove that. Thank you. Bandcamp. I guess it doesn't matter. So we're gonna go to we're gonna go to Bandcamp and we're going to see. Okay, what was the one with the most? I think that was Breaking the Rules, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, don't play any audio. We went up to 23 minutes. So 23:05. So that might be a default for us, but we're good. We're good for now. Hi, Ryan Finley. Hello, Super Spike. Like I said, I'm just going to be making the free audios. Like, I'm going to be showing you guys the process of making the free audios. So first, if I can talk. First step is we are going to, and we're doing day 0, by the way, the one that premiered yesterday. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a certain timestamp, because this is too big to fit the entire file. I have to make it into an album. It'll be 2 tracks, but whatever. So what I need to do is I need to go to a certain timestamp, which looking at my Bandcamp, 23:05 seems to be safe. I can't hit past 296 megabytes, I think, and WAV is a heavy file format, so it makes a lot of space. Ouch. It's hard to believe that's all I used to freaking export my audios as. My poor computer. So we're gonna go to There's a lot easier way to do this, but whatever.
She couldn't imagine how horrific what he had seen must have been. He looked up at her. He knew there wasn't anything he, she, or any pony could have done. But that one spell meant one thing. It's starting.
That's like a perfect spot to actually put it there, because it kind of teases what's coming next. Okay, hang on.
It's starting. She froze.
Okay, put that halfway through. Make sure there's nothing being caught. Okay, and now what we do, we zoom out, and we basically go like this. We just... Sounds a little weird when it's cut, but I have no choice. The only way to get, you know, full amount of track into one, like, just to get the full amount into one track is to pay, I think, I don't remember the exact number, but it's a certain amount of money per month. It's a subscription. Which for all of these ones that go to my Bandcamp, you do not, I repeat, you do not need a subscription. I know a lot of people are leery of that. So we're going to export the selected audio. 3, 6, 2, 4. Ooh. I'm going to be deadly close. That is going to be very close. So what we're going to do is we're going to go day 0, part 1. just for now. And it's saving as wave, so we're just going to warp. It's exporting selected audio, right? I didn't push something stupid, did I? No. And then we wait. Then we hope and pray that the next amount of audio isn't too much. If not, we're just going to have to make the epilogue another file of its own, even though it's not that long. But whatever works. So how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty well. I've had my Joe. Almost forgot that I had to do this. But yeah, fun stuff. My guess is I'm probably going to have to make the epilogue exactly what I think I'm going to have to make it like. But it's what it is. I didn't see anything that needed to be fixed with the audio, so it seems fine. Like, I don't have to remaster it or anything. Okay, just wait for it to stop not responding, and yep, should be good to go. Well, step 1 should be good to go. Today, Audacity. I don't got it. I don't got all day for your ass. Okay, so you guys can hear me. The last time we had an update overnight, yeah, problems. We had problems. Okay, I want to make sure that that is not too big. 296 megabytes. So I got to go and check out how big the file is. It shouldn't be big enough. It's only 2 seconds longer than what was in Breaking the Rules. So it shouldn't be that bad. Don't mind my mom. Ouch, 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 ouch. At least the music isn't playing. That's all I care about. Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's see how big this is. Or not. Hello, Nightmare Moon. Now, maybe if things will work, we can get a move on. You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it this way. It's not worth it. Okay. There it is. 238, that ain't too bad. Okay, so I think I can make it just a little longer. Oh no, we're gonna test something. Let's see how long it will be. Let me do the math here. 2, 4. I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna be. But if the story is 52 minutes long, and we're at 23 minutes, if 23 plus 23, that's 46. That's 46 minutes. So we would have 6 extra minutes on top. We would have 6 extra minutes on top of that, which I think I'm just gonna make the epilogue a separate part. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna doink, and we're gonna go to 2305 or whatever it is, or just to the epilogue. So I need to go pretty much close to the end. Find where the hell that is. Maybe. Oh, Audacity, you piss me off. Freaking FL Studio makes you look like a baby. Okay, there it is. Alright, how long of a file have we got here? Let me get it in the right spot.
Me too.
There we go. I'd say about halfway. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, so 26 minutes and 29 seconds. I don't know how much space that makes. That's the problem. That's the problem with WAV files. They are huge. Well, it's unfortunately nice to see you streaming and live streaming, and glad that I finally managed to catch. Also, I have a few things for you. Nothing big. Go ahead. Also, have a good day, Super Spike. Oh, my shitty dick. You know what? I'm just gonna do it like this. Once it stops not responding. I don't know why it's being a dick. What? Okay, can I do what I want to do now? Or are you still being an asshole? Let's just do it like this. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
She froze and swallowed hard.
That's what she said. Alright. Export selected audio. Part 2. Part 2. We're gonna save it and see how much space that takes up. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Hello, Judd. But yeah, Victor, go ahead. It's no big deal. This normally doesn't take that long, but I could be wrong. But this is how I make the free audio. Well, actually, before it used to be, I would just export it straight from the raw file and and didn't have to do this choppy stuff. But whatever. Hey, Caloric. Wow, it's been a while. Don't mind my mom. Devil Dog, you're not late at all. This stream just barely started. I mean, it's only been going for... It's only been going for about 12 minutes. But this is basically just a stream showing how I make the free audios. If Audacity will be nice to me.
She just outside and pissed twice.
Again, I'm sorry. Alright, let's see what happened. Probably gonna have to do this kind of thing so that it can refresh. Day 0, part 2, 273 megabytes. Okay, it's not as big. It's not as big as I thought it would be. I honestly probably could have just made the whole file, if that's the deal. I don't know, let me try that. See what happens. Export as wave. We'll just see part 2 test. Okay, here we go. An unmarked review. Jesus Christ. Don't expect it to be as detailed or as long, just maybe the main points I want to point out that there may be tangents, but they will count. They will be important. Nice joke. Nice joke timing with the joke. I don't even know what kind of joke it was. Hey, Clark. Nice to see you here. Didn't expect that. I know you from the Shadow Reader. That's how I know your channel and content. Hopefully it's the other Shadow Reader. I'm doing good. I'm just making producing stuff. That's literally all I'm doing. I'm in the process of writing another pony story. It's a multi-chapter actually, so it should be interesting where this one goes. I'm trying not to make it so Twilighty, like Twilight Saga. I'm trying not to make it so that, because it kind of goes off of that sort of like feel. But basically the story premise so far is this. Twilight has like a regular, schedule life, dull and very boring. And one night she's attacked by this thing at a party, and basically, she gets saved by Sunset, who is a vampire, and, like, seriously, sounds so Twilighty. But she's a vampire and saves her from a vampire overlord. And let's just say it's going to pretty grim places. Alright. Like, chapter 2 was very grim. I had not expected to get that dark, but it got dark. There we go. Part 2 test, 299. Ah, it just barely breaks it. Fuck. Well, it was worth a try, but we ain't gonna get it. It's alright. It's okay. So... Wait, it says it's two... What? It says it's two... What? Okay, it says it's 299 megabytes right there. Down here it says 292. Like, what the fuck? Okay, what's the right number? I'm confused. Wait. I'm just looking at the properties. $292 should be enough. Then why does it say 299 on the other side? I don't ask. But anyways, let's try this. We'll see what Bandcamp says about it. But anyways, back to Chrome. I need to adjust Chrome so it's not so, yeah. Alright. What, last time I had it like that? Maybe. If it'll let me. Okay. There we go. I think I heard of Sunlight. Sunlight. It goes that route, but it's not strictly about romance. It's kind of a dark... It's very dark, and it's very, like, how do I... It's supernatural, I guess you could say. I don't know. Anyways, so we have our audio. I gotta resize the thingy-dingy, the cover art. I need to add a header, but I'll worry about that later. But originally I was going to change the name. We need to make an album. But originally I was going to change the title of that, but now it's kind of fitting because chapter 2 makes it so that it's pretty, like, how do I explain this? Really? It makes it so that the premise of a savior makes sense. I don't know how to explain that better than that. There's also another piece of audio that I want to fix because I didn't know I could do this. Okay, we want to go April 11th. Oops, not that. 11, 2021. As you can see, no price. Okay, how did I do that last time? We'll see. Maybe it's down here somewhere. I don't know. That's fine. Alright, let's get the album out of the way. Because an album can be anything. It's not just a musical thing. Oops, I don't want to do that. Not yet. Okay, so I need to go... to an image resizer. That's what she said, but whatever. Image resizer. Is this thing? Yep, it's this one. Okay, dimensions. We need 1400 by 1400, right? Yep, that's default. So we'll just do that. Okay, 1400 by 1400. I honestly don't remember the cover art, or where it is for that matter. Let's see, there's the cover art. but I don't know if that's the right one. Let's see, when did we... Let's try this one. It's probably not the right one, but we'll see. Download. Okay, the text is mixed. It is mixing? No, missing. Okay, that's not what I want. I need to look at my images real quick. Because it's under, like, one of the video pad snapshots. So what are your current thoughts about the upcoming generation? I'm excited for it. Honestly, I am. I'm really excited for it. It looks fine to me. It looks great. It's all in what it is the final product. Okay, pictures. Right? Yeah, pictures. Oh, God knows what I've got on this computer. Regret is what I've got on this computer. Let's see. It would be up here because I know it's not like clear back by any means. Yeah, we'll go through. I'll get back to you guys in just a second once I find the thing. My photos just take forever to load. Keeping Audacity open just in case something bad does happen. Photos you can load at any time, you know, that would be wonderful. God, my patience is very low. Oh my God, today! Sorry guys, I don't mean to burst your eardrums, but yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Okay, while you're doing your thing, I'm going to pull up my chat. Okay, whatever. Fuck off. Let's try snapshot number 86. Likes to be a little shit when it wants to be. Okay. I got. If it's he who shall not be named, Shadow Reader, I'm gonna go ahead and open my beer right here in my car. Well, he's not around anymore. And Scribbler did say he was back, but I don't believe that. I listened to the person's voice. I looked at like their freaking grammar, and no, it does not match anything to do with the guy. Honestly, it does not. And keep in mind, I'm very against the person. So if it was him, I would be straightforward on, yeah, it's him. If it was him, but it's not him. I don't know where the hell Scribbler was getting that from. Okay, until this thing wants to be a nice person, it can shut up. Anyways. I marked part 1. I marked part 1. The introduction was interesting and good. Maybe you could have been better, but still good. Then we get to our first bit with the psychologist and Neville Bloom, setting a tone for the rest of the series, and would have liked to see more between Neville Bloom and Dr. Wolfenstein. Coltstein. Even though we got plenty of that, we could have gotten even more, and I like your new story idea. I give you certain sources or videos that may help with all of that. You may enjoy and help with that story, maybe. Again, I'm going to use a lot of noises. But anyways, well, it looks like it's going to be a fucking bitch. Can we please load? Oh my God. Computer, can we please just be fucking nice for fuck's sake? Okay, fuck you. I don't know why it's being a mother trucking loser. How do I... Oh, shit. How do I put the things back on? The logo. The things that I can see the mass. Oops, no. Can I open it with something else? That's a better question. Open with. Here we go. Maybe. No. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. It's a bugger when it wants to be. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to randomly choose. I mean, it's from long ago, but not necessarily too long ago. If not, I have an easier way of doing it. It's no big deal. Yeah, we'll just... yeah. Image. God damn it. Fucking hell. Resize. I have an easier way of doing this if it's too much work. Okay, fuck you then. Plus, there's something you need to know about part 1 and all that stuff. The story was not supposed to be straight and to the point. It was supposed to build a sense of, like, what the is going on, you know? That's what Unmarked was supposed to represent. Okay, let's see. Where are we? 1400. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, we're a give and take. Let's see, I gotta think about that one. February. When did I finish this one? That's a good question. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it the easy way. Fuck this shit. So just give me a second and we'll have it. It's no big deal. So can I just go back to the main page? For fuck's sake, dicks. There we go. Don't know why my computer's being a little bit of a bugger, but it is. Maybe. Fuck. I'm not peeking in my ears, so you guys should be okay. 14. Nope. Okay. This is probably the biggest pain, is this part. It shouldn't be this hard, but it is. Okay, I need to go to day 0. Let's just download the thingy dingy. There, that'll fix our problem. Now I need to go to my drive. I'm doing it on my phone, by the way. I will get back to the comments in just a second. I gotta fix this real quick. Maybe. Upload. You need to go to here. And once that uploads, I will be able to download it on my computer. So we'll go to Google Drive next. No, not Twitter. God, no, that place is a freaking shit show. Okay. Maybe. If it'll be nice. That's the challenge. Of course you're gonna be right there at the fucking bottom. There we go. Okay, download. Where's the download button? Am I just blind? God. There we go. Download. So once that downloads, we're good to go. Okay, shut my drive off. Or not my drive, but you got it. You guys get it. Okay, downloads. That one. Resize. Download that one. Yep. There we go. Now it's fixed. Now it's fixed. Save image as. Day 0. Y. You son of a fucking bitch. Not there, you. Jeez. Yep, just to the thing. Yes. Okay, now that that is downloaded, we can go. Alright. Now we can upload the art. Alright, hang on. I'll get to you guys in just a second. Just having a tough time of going in a gazillion circles here. Cover art right there. Excuse me. Let's make sure it doesn't look stupid. Okay, that's good. Okay. We aren't worried about that. We just need to put things. Sparrow 9642. You know what? I'm just gonna cheat. Fuck this shit. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. Excuse me. I still listen. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I need to go backwards. Part 2 to what? Did I miss something? Confusing. Part 2 to Part 3, interesting stuff and more good stuff happens in the story, except somewhere that between here, we start to see some problems, good things psychologically, horror, and things with Apple Bloom's mind. Introduction of Annie was good there, except the first problems start with Daisy's experience. The paranormal with Apple Bloom, her unrealistic reaction, or something off about her scene there just seemed off. What? Something about her scene there just seemed off. If you're talking about the one where Daisy is basically scared off, the reason for that is because I wanted to keep Annie's complete like her identity secret for as long as I could. Oops, not there. What did I come here for? Oh yeah, duh. That's how good my mind is anymore. Can't remember what I came for like 5 seconds ago. That scene was to depict that there was something wrong with Apple Bloom, and that there was something like something otherworldly, like something that was able to scare the living well, she doesn't wear pants, but the living crap out of Daisy. Like it was a force rather than just a, something that, was Apple Bloom specifically. Like something about Apple Bloom just whoosh, sent her in the other direction. Okay, what am I doing? Content. Okay, I need to go. Yep. I just need the synopsis. Long list, okay, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, me. Speculations, yep, that's the one. Control C. It's a lot of copy and pasting. Album credits. Oops. Author. Ponyville Ranger. Narrator. Me. 9642. Oops. Ember. Actually, I'm going to do producer first. Producer, me. God damn it. What is her name? Ember. Ember Frost. Viola rules. Overmare. Viola rules. Blitz. What's his name? Blitz Blaze, I think. Sparrow 9642. Because this had voice acting in it. No, not that. 9642. Additional voices. Sparrow 9642. Okay. There's all the credits. Oh, we do have music credentials. Music. I'm gonna have to go back here for this. Music. Let's see. We want the summoning. I'm not selling this for money anyways. Music. I mean, I guess I could just do this kind of thing rather than doing this shit. I don't know which. Okay, we'll just, yeah. Summoning. Oops, not there. Here. Patriotic heroism. God damn it. Control C. Control V. God damn it. Okay. Next. I think Mew is next. Actually, I think there was another thingy. Yep, there is. God damn it. Oh, for fuck's sake, dick. Sorry. Control C. Control. Thank you. And Mew. Various tracks by him. Maybe. Okay. Narrator, producer. Cast, I guess? Yeah, we can do that. Cast. Music. Let's see what else. Anything else of importance? Not really. Tags are always annoying. Let's see. War. We'll just go like this. War. Tragedy. Action. Fallout. What else? War, tragedy, action, fallout. Sorry guys, just in focus mode right now. Equestria, I guess. Why not? If that even comes up as a tag. Hey, it does. Fallout Equestria. Let's see what else. Violence. I know I'm running out of room, but yeah, just violence. Brony. That's one. Well, there's a lot of Brony shit on here. I think that's good. Damn it. I promise I'll get back to the comments in just a second. Okay, nope, nope, nope. Okay, nothing of importance there. Save the draft. Just in case. Oh. Day 0. Day 0. Day 0 by Ponyville Ranger. No, because then it feels like I steal from the person. Like I take their credit. Day 0. Narrated? I don't know. Day 0. Like, I'm trying to put this in a way that it doesn't seem, I don't know, cheesy. Day 0. I mean, I guess that works. Sure, why not? Okay, now I need to add a track. I need to save first. Let's see. So part 2 full seemed to work fine, but I don't know. All right, so we'll just let that be. I need to sync. Still listen to the narration as well as Reborn and Bittersweet Apple Acres. Good for you. Can't explain what problem I have with that scene, but again, it just fell off. Also, you're right about that introduction bit. Also forgot to mention, first heard about this story through my beloved sister, MOP Grimdark, in the comments. Then from you when I did the Rainbow Reunion review, and finally the only I decided to check out the series was because YouTube recommended it to me. Most of the stuff I mentioned was probably from part 2, now part 3. This explains why Daisy's scene was so off. Sorry, Don, I didn't mean to just ignore you. Most of the stuff in part 2, now part 3. I figured it was maybe paranormal then before I had listened to the full story beforehand. But it still felt off to me, that scene. Well, that's kind of what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be uneasing. Hello, Don, by the way. On to part 3. Here we go. So the session between Applebloom and Dr. Coltstein. Good session scene, as well as the gaining their trust, except one unrealistic part about it was where Dr. Coltstein let Applebloom go out alone to her room without assistance, and Coltstein not only calling an assistant, and then Daisy coming in immediately afterwards, not being confused by Applebloom walking to... What? Victor? To her room or cell, alone. Sure, I know we need to gain Applebloom's trust, but Coltstein could have just let her go, but also tell her that he trusts her, but the hospital or someone doesn't trust her. But then he calls assistants to help escort Applebloom, but she still doesn't have to wear the cuffs. But she can still be escorted and walk freely. Dog leader, you're right, my mistake. Oh, wow, totally missed the name on the person who commented. Oh, it's gonna be one less megabyte, so, well, that sucks, but that's okay. We're just gonna go day 0. Part 1. Enable individual track. Nope. That's what I don't want. About this track. We don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to have to do the epilogue separately. Because it's just a little too big. So, whoops, I went past it. I need to go to part 2. Ouch. I mean, I guess I could have tried it, but... So I need to go back to Audacity, actually, and I need to get the epilogue. So let's go here. Oops. Then you succeeded with that scene with Daisy. It was to gain trust, and I wanted to show that Coltstein had a lot of trust in Applebloom and knew that she wasn't, you know, the one who actually committed murder. It was what's her name? Annie. Can't think. Okay, let's see where we cut here.
Yeah, me too.
About halfway through. My dad telling the rooster to fuck off. Okay, let's see. We want to export that as WAV. Oh, wait, we don't want to export the entire thing. No. We want to export the selected audio. Epilogue. Let's call it that. Because why not? That, and Applebloom really, even alone in a cell, she really didn't have anywhere to go. Like, how I've envisioned this entire cell was just a dark room. No windows, no sunshine, no nothing. Because that's kind of what Annie would want. She wouldn't want to dwell in the sun. She wouldn't want to dwell in the sunlight. She'd want to dwell in the darkness. So that's how I envisioned it. Okay. Now, last one. Okay, day 0, part 2. Day 0, part 2. And then we need the epilogue. Oops. Whoa. DE. There it is. Epilogue. It was also supposed to kind of give Nurse Daisy some strength, considering she becomes a main character. So what I had to do was I had to give her some gusto, I guess you could say, like to make her aware that shit's gonna hit the fan. Crap is gonna happen. The thing that I really wish I would have done is actually like made her and Coltstein's relationship better, but it is what it is. Oh shit, I probably just pierced everybody's eardrums. It didn't hurt my ears, so. But whatever. Let's see. Do I need to do anything else? I don't think so. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Unless I'm an idiot. I'm sure I'll see it if I let me view the draft. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's normal. That's what we want. That's fine. Just making sure nothing is in the wrong place. Credits look fine. Don't think there's anything else that is of importance, so I think we're good to go. Edit. Edit! Thank you. Thank you. So I think it's good to go. Okay. See, the subscriber only thing is not selected, so you do not need a subscription in order to listen to my shit. You can happily, you know, get it for free. I leave it up to you guys. I don't like to make profit off of other people's stories because it's their story. I produce the audio, sure, but it's their story. It's their property. So I only like to make money off of what I make. Okay, make sure the audio doesn't sound wonky. Oops. Maybe.
The growing tension between the ponies and zebras. It's starting. She froze and swallowed hard, trying to focus and rationalize.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, make sure that we don't... Whoops.
Sure, he said with a gentle nod. She saw him smile and found herself smiling back. She just wanted to be...
Me too.
Life in the...
That went really well. That actually went really well. Okay, so now all that's left is to promote it. So that's it. So now all we gotta do is just take this thingy dingy and go like this. Grab it, go to my thingy, my channel. Da, da, da. Sorry, I mean to read things, but I focus mode. I need to fix another audio because, well, I need to fix it. So let's go to the community post. Sure. Available, can't speak. Free download. Oops. Account. Go check it out if interested. We'll add a lovely little image. Well, first we gotta do this thing. But we'll add a lovely little image to show what it is. Maybe. Okay, select file to upload. You want to go to downloads? Yep. Okay, that's set to go. Post. Because now that I'm a little bit more aware with what is going on with Bandcamp, I think I can add the conflicts between Dusk and Twilight to there. Because that's one I want to sell there for sure. I wrote the entire thing, so I'm not worried about that one, you know. Yeah, so. So let's see what I can't do. So that audio is set to go. Let's see, I need to go to my thing. My site. Then I need to go to here, my drafts. Where did we end here? Oh yeah, the audio. The audio was too big. Let's see. Is everything okay? Yeah, looks like it. I may fix a few things, but yeah, it needs to be fixed. If I can even remember where the hell all that audio is. Oh, I need to make it into an album. That's the problem. So, yeah, it won't work this way. So I'm going to have to make it into an album, but I'll do that later. I will do that later. Okay, anyways, I need to read. Okay. I love the scary details in that session, but one thing we missed was the rest of Apple Bloom's story before Annie appeared. Granted, it might have not been good, but we could have gotten a flashback in her. I don't know which session you're talking about. I think the one you're talking about is when Coltstein basically burns her with the book. That's the only one I can think of. Which makes sense because demons come from a dark place. Just ask Annabelle. I listen to music that can probably be heard for miles already. Mind what? In her mind. That way it would have violated Annie's rules at the time. The scares were necessary and good, but good examples were in the Doom Tower experiment, creepypasta, and the Squilliam Squeak. The Squilliam Squeak? I don't know. I don't read very much creepypasta, so yeah. Creepypasta good stories in general, but also had something happen that I thought was eventually going to happen and unmarked. It's okay that that it didn't, but I wanted to point it out. Part 3 was good until its ending. Oh my god, the ending, but unintentionally one of the most funniest things I had ever seen was one of those so bad it's good, even though it was unintentional. I've never tried to upload a game on camp. Is it possible to upload from a smartphone? Yes. It's a little bit more of a bitch, but yeah, it's possible. Let me go look. Film fiction. It's been a long time since I've even looked at this story. Like, it has been a long time. Unmarked. There's a lot of unmarked stories. Doink, 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 doink. There it is. Okay, so he said part 3. An unholy trust. Right? Yeah, the ending. The ending was... Wait, what? I believe I've connected... It all started at one day after me and my friends had grown tired of a couple of mean mirrors. Oh, this is when she confesses part of the story. Coltstein had no idea what to expect as he felt a chill flow down his spine. This tale would forever haunt his dreams. Yep, that's the one. Holy crap, 1,066 views? Jesus Christ. How many views does this thing got? 1,066? 1.1k. Damn. Not too shabby. My god, I need to update that so bad. Holy shit. I'm guessing that's how far you've made it in there? Or, Jesus Christ. That is probably as far as you've made it into the story, I'm assuming. That's what I guess. I mean, that's as far as you've gone so far, but I could just be very impatient. Hopefully it works with the iPhone 11. Yeah, it works. Should. I just don't feel like going and fetching all the files right now, because they're all over the place. I think they're all on my media fire, but yeah, I just don't want to jump from place to place to place to place right now. Part 4 was goddamn fucking hilarious. Even more than Part 3, the ending, it was one of those so bad it's good. I loved it, and the the cliches were too much but hilarious. Anything you did put in Part 2, do it on... I think you're referring to a different chapter, because Part 3 is when he releases her and allows her to explain her part of the story. There's nothing hilarious about it. It's a bond. He's building a trust bond with her to hopefully, end the madness. Oops. There it is. Okay, 4. First sign. I honestly do not even remember. Okay, 3 months earlier. Yeah, this is the story. Is this all the thing? Oh, okay. Oh, stop talking, struggling. Okay, this is when Annie intervenes. Holy shit. Poor VAs. Thank you for your time, Apple Bloom. Huh? Let's just say you like that for a second when you first... No. Yeah, that's when Annie intervenes, and basically it's brought to light that this is a bigger issue than it already is. Okay. Part 4, okay. Good, I have a couple of audio tracks I made and want to put them somewhere. I don't expect many people to like it, seeing it's definitely my first audio track made. Honestly, I just needed somewhere to put my audio that didn't have like a space capacity. Otherwise, it would have been a problem. Wait, what? Anything you did in part 4, do it on purpose for comedy or troll pasta story, and you will succeed very well. Also, with cliches, don't use them. Don't use them, and what? Don't use them. Don't use. And finally, part 4. Don't use cliches. Lastly, if you ever use. I normally don't use cliches, but they're hard to avoid in horror. Like, horror is really hard to avoid cliches because they are so common. So you're going to get a cliche here and there every once in a while. It's impossible to avoid them. I've tried. Oh, the coffee break. This is when we start to learn more about Coltstein. This is when we start to learn more about his past and what he does. Does this involve his family when they got killed? Oh yeah, and you learn that the sheriff is kind of a douchebag. Can I get you, sir? Oh, okay. Crime scene. Yep, this is his motivation. His motivation to do what he does. Dark message. I think this is when he runs into Annie for the first time. Minus when she manifests kind of out of Apple Bloom. Yep, this is the library part. He also comes across the book and, yeah, has something to fight Annie back with. My grammar wasn't necessarily too bad back then. It wasn't terrible. And this is where the case just basically takes a huge turn. This is when Sakura gets, this is when Sakura gets found out. So this is the third therapy session, which is where, do you want to know something? Oh yeah, this is when she tries to tell him important things about Annie that she is refusing to let her tell. Need to be honest with you. Yeah, this is where Sakura comes into play. It's technically not Sakura's fault. And trust me, I have gotten an earful enough by people saying that, you know, it's against the law to cause physical harm. Not in Equestria. We don't know anything about the freaking laws of Canterlot. Or Canterlot. Equestria, fuck. An unexpected twist. This one... Okay, so Cora turned into a suspect, and then I think she turned into a prime suspect. Like a number one suspect. We're in chapter 8. Oh, this chapter. This is when he had to figure out that Applejack wasn't involved too, but she's just kind of a side point. She was kind of forced to keep her mouth shut. And this is when Sakura gets beat the living hell out of. Sorry, I have to laugh at it. Okay. Right? Nope, this isn't the one where she gets okay, he tries to track down Sakura but can't find her. And Diamond Tiara gets involved. That never went anywhere. But I just give Diamond Tiara some sympathy, you know, some humanism to her, or ponyism technically. Oh god, Australian pirate shows up. Aye. That one was tough on my voice. And this is where things really started to come to a close, kinda, sorta. This is where freaking Sakura got beat the living hell out of. Then go get him, Tiger. That is Spider-Man. I don't care what he thinks. He's only yeah. This is when basically Coltstein goes rogue. He doesn't give about it anymore. And this is when he finds out the sheriff was involved. Ah, damn it. And then we're getting closer to, I think, the juicy parts. Coltstein's revelation. This is when he finally makes peace with his past. The thing that haunts him, finally he makes peace with it. This was a very, very sad chapter. So we got, basically everything is starting to come together. Piecing together the puzzle. Okay, the more... Yeah, they find it. This is where Skulu and Sweetie are found out that they didn't actually die because there's no physical harm. Excuse me. And then the last session before Apple Bloom just basically gets by what's her name, Annie. Before everything just goes into endgame. Yep. Then the final chapters. The final test. Which, if you're interested in watching or listening or whatever, yeah, I won't spoil it. Be different but use the same cliches, but just be creative. Shit. Hard to explain. Videos Spyro? Creepypastas narrated by Shadow Reader makes reviews with them and explains it well. Again, it's very hard to... I try to be as unique as possible, but you run into those cliches no matter what. So you're going to run into one or two. It's impossible to avoid. I'm telling you. It's impossible. I tried to be as original as I could, but... Yep, it is what it is. One of the funniest things of part 4 of the box, the goddamn box, it was goddamn fucking hilarious. It makes me fucking laugh right now. Part 5, abysmal and boring, the equivalent of an exposition in a story. You have to really nail down what parts you're talking about, because it's really hard to know what you're talking about. Honestly, it is. I'm done with everything, so I'm just basically listening to his review. I have a feeling where I'm going next was Savior, though. Damatiara was raised by a Karen pony and became a mini Karen. So that's where people didn't understand her until later. Yeah, Crusader's a Lost Mark. One of the best episodes in my opinion. That name, holy shit. Hello, Chronic Ill Skip 27 fan. I don't know. Chronic Lil Skip 27 fan. Sorry, the one I looked like an E or an, oh my god, an I. Fuck. MLP I haven't watched in ages. We're just going over this story. It's not my most perfect piece, but it was like the first big piece I ever put out. And I don't understand what Victor is like. I don't know what parts he's talking about in perspective. He said he had a he said he had a review of it and was going part by part, but I don't know. But I'm ready to call this stream to a close anytime because I'm basically done. I got the new audio out. And yeah, that's basically it. Before I actually do go, I want to actually check my comments real quick. Makes things boring and could be lame and more. The videos that I'm talking about, the videos haven't read, only listened to the story. Again, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what story are we talking about? What part are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? I'm sorry, I can't freaking talk. See if we got any new comments anyway. Like, I know they're not. Excuse me. Like, I know it's not perfect at all. I agree, it is not perfect at all. It has a lot of problems. Oops, this isn't where I want to be. But it was written at a... Actually, I need to set that one to Premiere because it's next in line. But I know, it's... Yeah. Okay, no comments. But I do need to set this one for a premiere. Because this is our next story coming in line. So we need to go to here. Set it for a premiere. 24th, right? Yep. 3 p.m. I think that's correct. Yeah, it should be. I don't know. We'll see. Do I have an end screen for this one? I think so. Let's figure this out. God. Okay, yep. Okay, it's set up. It's good to go. I need to make a post for that within the next couple days, but that's alright. It makes things boring and could be a little more. Okay. I saw some. Okay, part 6, interesting and great. Video part by part, not story reading part by part. That's the confusion. Okay, and the one you said was boring was part 5. I don't even know what parts it actually revolves around. Unmarked. Maybe. If I can go. Oh god, I hate listening back to this. I really do. I hate listening back to this crap so bad. It's crap. I know it's crap. It sounds like shit, but whatever. It is what it is. Good lord. 5. There it is. Okay, you're at Coltstein's Revelation. What? Play. Thank you. You don't have to hurry. It's just I got confused on what you were trying to refer to. Why can't I hear shit? Oh, there we go.
It's time
Wow,
for some
ads
straight
already?
talk. You've heard the old saying, less is more. Sorry.
Let's listen to how bad this is.
After his session with Applebloom was complete, Coltstein turned his attention to his newfound information about what was possessing both him and his patient. All he knew was the name, Annie. Was this concoction, and was there any left? To answer these, but Coltstein was used to traveling from Kennerlot to Ponyville frequently, due to many cases being in Ponyville's most unlikely areas.
Have you fell down any day?
Oh my god. I don't miss that voice. So this is the unexpected twist. Okay. It's not exposition, it's actually very important keys to the case. Because you learn more about Applejack's side of things and just how critical it is, and, you know, I don't even remember what comes next in line. But you have to take breaks from, like, the dark shit in order to really give people a break. You do. You have to give people a break from the dark shit. Okay, I know this part.
And sat in her room, guarding some sort of chest.
Okay, we're still at that one.
Lying due to her emotions being real, and the sound of her voice being shaky. She was in fear, scared.
Differently after he came back for some trip.
Okay, very important right there. That is Diamond Tiara's, this leads further into the case because now Coltstein knows that Applebloom is lying. She's lying because Annie's telling her to lie. Like, the story that she had originally told Coltstein upon their trust bond was false. It wasn't her fault. It was actually Annie's fault. Annie influenced her with the drink, the potion that she gets from Sakura, which is what leads to the next part of, like, Sakura getting her ass whooped. It's very important details. Those are important details. They're keys to uncovering the entire mystery of the story. Like, what happened? How did Applebloom get this way? You need to figure out these things one key at a time. And these are very important. Like, Diamond Tiara makes it clear how Applebloom got possessed. She went out for a camping trip, went out into the woods searching for some urban legend, found it, got cursed, and because they were out in the woods for so long, she got sick, so she went to Sakura, got the potion under the influence of Annie, and, well, Annie used the potion to basically control Applebloom up until the point of where the story started.
He confessed.
A trip.
He said.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sure.
It was some
A trip.
camping trip or something. I'm not sure
Camping
where they
trip?
went. Saying they didn't talk.
See?
Annie
Right.
is the demon born from the witch.
Fucking hell. My throat was hurting so bad after that. Ugh. Surreal. Great. The dream sequence was excellent. Part 6 is also important because basically, what's his name? Coltstein comes to terms with his demons. His demon is the fear of, like, failing another foal. Or filly, whatever. Because his greatest regret is not saving the filly, and it traumatized him. That's why he swears to not let Applebloom lose, because, well, she's innocent and she's under the influence of the same demon that was part of that case. So he doesn't want to lose again to her. Let me close this. So that's important to know. Maybe. There we go. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. It comes to terms with his demons because his demons are holding him back from doing what he needs to do. He can't have these fears anymore, if he's going to defeat this demon. He's got to overcome his demons to defeat the demon that plagues him. So the dream sequence, very important. It also reveals that it wasn't his fault that she died. The filly didn't pull the trigger, Annie did. There wasn't even a bullet in the gun case. So she couldn't have died from a natural cause, so Annie killed her. That's why when she says, "So who killed me?" it becomes oblivious. It becomes completely obvious, who the real murderer is. Let's see. Part by part. Basically the equivalent of the 100 season to a child scene as well. Okay. I didn't expect the filly to be using a 38 special. I have one and it's got a very powerful recoil. Maybe it's the bullets I have in it, maybe blah, but it's got a powerful recoil. It's the only gun I could think of because I don't know pistols very well, so I didn't really know what other ones to think of. Part 7, it's okay, but I don't know. 7, I don't really remember. I just remember it's the lead up to the final part, which is right there. You can't see my cursor, but you can see me hovering over it. 7. Let's see if it just comes up. That'd be a lot more easier. There's part 1. Oh, jeez, no. 23. Go, Mike. 23K view. What the hell is wrong with people? Like, seriously, what the hell is wrong with people? I know some people like it, but I could just go to the playlist to make it a lot easier on myself, but whatever. Unmarked. No. Unmarked. We'll just go like this. My playlist should come up right here somewhere. Normally it does, but okay, just gonna have to be a little bit more specific. There's part 1. Look at all the names that come up with it. Okay, fuck this shit. I'm just going to my playlists. But if I had to guess what part 7 involved, part 7 had to involve, like, oh, jeez. Yeah, I can't remember. Playlists. Unmarked was like one of the first ones ever made. No, the first one made was Reborn, right there. Excuse me. Dear. There it is. 7. Yeah, this is one I really don't remember all that much. What I remember the most is the freaking finale because, well, it's epic and yeah, it was a lot of work. Okay. Morgue, I think. This is the morgue, isn't it? I think this one involves the morgue. Oh my god.
Son, we're grabbing burgers for dinner if you're interested. I'm vegan.
I don't care.
Coltstein
Okay,
brought
yep,
about
here's the
her
morgue.
statement.
With Gina M as Nurse Red Heart.
I believe by taking their souls for our own.
That was also important because now you learn that Skulu and all them weren't killed, how it was specified. Their souls were just taken. So they can still live, they just need their souls back. Which is why Coltstein needs to go in and destroy Annie.
Explain to me, Appleblue, what did Annie look like before she presented her
An angel.
form?
Like an angelic pony with like crystal cream skin and blue eyes and
Coltstein.
yeah.
Applebloom was not holding back. She truly was going against Annie's
Oh, that's static.
remaining strong for the feeling. Coltstein struggled as the screech continued to shake the room. and Applebloom's
What?
eye socket started to leak a black liquid, falling to the floor.
Oh, this one,
The
this
liquid
one.
seemed like a
That's when Annie intervenes.
confusion in her gaze.
And that's when she dies. Well, supposedly.
Coltstein.
Then we're setting
showed
up for
his
the exorcism.
love her. Coltstein was about 8 years old when it happened. He had
Do it for Daphne. Don't be
Yep.
afraid.
Then you learn more about his past and his family. Like, he has just lived a horrid life. He faced head-to-head with a demon, and his family was basically taken out of his life when he was young. Fuck.
You are
Me?
stronger.
He felt.
Coltstein.
Daisy nodded her head as she rolled the
Oh,
wheelchair
Mark,
closer
Mark,
into
Mark.
the room, already starting to notice a difference. The wheelchair was getting harder to push. The room was starting to vibrate, and an unpleasant
Oh, yeah,
sound
the
started
exorcism when
to
it goes,
fill
like,
the room.
full, manifestation.
Annie of the Wicked. I have the power.
Annie of the Wicked.
But Coltstein remained calm. Annie continued to laugh as Coltstein finally spoke to his
Oh,
adversary.
yeah, Viola came in this chapter.
I cannot win. Not like this.
Her performance was fucking amazing.
I can win another way. Daisy, now!
Daisy
Go.
did as he commanded and cast the spell.
Was there really only
It
2
immediately sent
chapters in
him
this one?
into the depths of Annie's mind. He fell from a pitch black sky and landed on the hard ground, where he struggled to catch his breath. He quickly remembered where he was and stood up.
And then
from the
there's
ground.
part 8.
Coltstein took a minute to study his surroundings, which was the outskirts of a foggy forest.
Welcome to hell, Coltstein.
He said to himself, entering the void of Annie's mind. The forest where she lived.
Wow, I faded that one out way too early. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to check if my dad needed help. Alright, let's see. And then there's part A, which is the maze, the blah 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 blah. Spoiler territory. Okay, let's see. So part 7 had basically, yeah. The big reveal before we get to the finale. Part 7 is okay, but I'm sorry. Let's see. Funny thing, I knew that, or fun or not so fun, they in fact a gun to kill can people without bullets because pressure. Annie's a demon. She can basically create anything that's negative or like bad with a snap of her fingers. She can mimic a gun if she wants to. Demons are very, very witty. Even with me knowing that I still felt the emotion from that, which is great. Coltstein and his voice actor made excellent scenes with the emotions, horror, and terror of Coltstein and the story and horror of the story. Jesus Christ. Great story in general. Part 8, I think I may have a bit of problems with but was still a great story in general. Sorry the reviews weren't as good as I would have wanted it to be, but I still liked the story even with all the problems. So, also, one more thing. Why was Applebloom killed? The reason why may be weird, because Coltstein already knew about the mark. Even I knew you should have made Applebloom's cutie mark more... Wait, what? I still get vibes from the movie. Part 8, you're not the only one. Not immediately obvious, like something related to the Morning Star, which was related to demons learned from the great story called The Miracle of Son of Child. Never watched the movie called Labyrinth. Well, let's say that's just part of part 8. Okay. Applebloom wasn't killed. She was basically knocked out. Taken. because in the finale, you figure out where she goes. And he basically steals her soul. Well, she doesn't steal her soul, but she basically takes full manifestation and basically says, okay, I've had enough. It's time to end this. Like, she loves to play with Coltstein's feelings. So, but, at this point, she just basically, yep. But the thing is, they don't know anything about who was unmarked on the table. Coltstein figures that out when, he finds the gory scene, which is bleh, but he doesn't know who was unmarked. He doesn't. And this isn't like skin. It's more of a seal. So that's why you don't see Apple Bloom with like a bandage or anything like that. It's not connected to the skin. It's a seal. So she had to cut away that seal to get it to go away. And that's what pissed Annie off and basically made her take all her friends' souls and basically frame Apple Bloom for murder. That's what happened. So it is important, and about the mark. Coltstein knew about the mark, but he didn't know who it belonged to. That's the problem. He didn't know who it actually belonged to. So when Apple Bloom goes out with like her final pleas of death, final pleas of save me, she basically reveals that she was the one to be unmarked. She was basically telling Annie, fuck you, I'm done with this deal. So she basically throws everything and gets the seal off, and basically Annie says, okay, you're gonna do that, well, I'm gonna take everything from you. Her life, her friends, everything. And in part 8, basically, she has taken full control of Apple Bloom, but she hasn't taken her soul just yet. That's what's happening in the place of spoiler territory. That is what's happening. So, Coltstein had to move quick. Every story has flaws. Every single story has a flaw. It doesn't matter if it was written by Stephen King or, some of the best authors in the world. Every story has a flaw. Just like every video has a flaw. There's a lot of videos that I've released that have a lot of flaws, and I'm like, ugh. Because it's not necessarily my fault. It's just the fact that I couldn't make it any better than it was. So, there you go. Let's see. Overall, enjoyed the story, even with all of its flaws, and it's great. But yeah, it immediately reminds me of Backyardigans' Playtime is Over, which is basically one I normally wouldn't recommend to something. But basically, the story was something I wrote out of boredom. It was supposed to be just a Kmart Crusaders slasher story, with grief hitting all of the CMC, mainly Apple Bloom, because she's the leader. Well, that's what the story was originally supposed to be, and it kind of was in a way, but that part of the story was hid away with Annie being a new addition, and the whole unmarked case became the focus of the story, solving it. Who did what really happened? Is Apple Bloom a murderer? Is there something more dark in the mix? Something like that. I mean, I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I actually finished it, because Unmarked was one of those stories where I was like, I don't want to finish this at points. It almost didn't get finished. Especially part, I think it was 4. It was when I had to recast Annie. Let's just say a lot of work was put into it, and it was a lot of stress, time, patience, pulling my hair out. Normally anyone, but that recommend anyone. But the thing is that it relates to Unmarked, and a similar level story-wise, but it is much worse horror-wise and takes a different route from Unmarked. Trust me, it's dark. A kid show. Backyardigans, I've heard about that before, but it was nothing I really wanted to get into. But basically, I look at it like Unmarked, it's not perfect at all. It's not. I hate my narration in it. I look at some of the voice acting, it's so cringy. But the thing is, the people that were involved got a confidence boost. the voice actress of Apple Bloom and Nurse Daisy, she got such a voice acting boost. Like, she was really looking forward to the next part, looking forward to doing things. When I first found her, she was shy and very, very, like, hesitant to voice act. But when the new parts came around and it was time to record, she was so excited. She was ready to record. Go, go, go. Let's do this shit. Even though it was a nightmare for me. But it was a learning experience for everybody that was involved. Minus the dipshit that played Cosmin at first. That's another regret that I have a lot of in this story. Even though he only played like a very, very small part, it still is something that I severely regret. Same thing with like Confessions of an Alicorn Princess, because he played Spike in it. But this was before everything broke out and everything happened. This was before I learned who he really was, behind all locked doors and everything. So, yeah. That was basically one of my deepest regrets nowadays. That's one of my deepest regrets nowadays, especially for casting him in anything that I that I made, but it happens. And I don't want to delete it because I know people enjoy those stories. Confessions of an Alicorn Princess still gains traction. To this day, it still does. Unmarked gets comments here and there. I really don't pay attention to it, but it's good. It's something that people enjoy, and I'm not going to delete it just because of one person. It's not going to happen. We've been going for about an hour and a half. That's not too bad, but if you're someone who's into the not safe for work stuff that I do, there is a new one out, in case you haven't seen like the community post or something like that. There is a new one out that was released, I don't know how many days ago, like 5? I don't know, about a week ago, I'd say. If you're interested in that, check it out on my Bandcamp. It's available. So, figured I'd just throw that in there. The link is right at the top. Again, you don't need a subscription for any of these. You just need to have internet and a good device to download it on. One thing I loved to work at Beckish. Oh, jeez. When I turned into Hannibal Lecter. That story was a lot of fun. The story is really worse. This story is really worse. Trust me, it's nightmare fuel. It's even longer than Unmarked. I really don't. But yeah, Peckish was a lot of fun because it was something that I normally don't get to do a lot, which is to interpret my own character. I immediately saw Hannibal Lecter in this character, so I just went. It was really hard to pull off the voice, not gonna lie. Like, can I pull it off? Hello, Clarice. Hello, Clarice. Good morning. Something like that. I don't know. I don't even remember some of the lines. But basically, it's the same exact ordeal. He's a cannibal that's being interviewed by a doctor. Not an FBI agent, but a doctor. And speaking of Hannibal Lecter, I actually did recently watch the movies. Well, take that back. I watched Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon. Hannibal, I've heard, is bad. Like, it's a real bad movie. Red Dragon was a good one. That should have been the sequel, in my opinion. But Silence of the Lambs was amazing. I loved it for what it was. Anthony Hopkins just pulled that freaking role off like perfection. Like, for those who don't know, the scene that is so famous, how's it go? I ate his liver with a side of lava beans and a nice Chianti. That one? Improvised. That was improvised by Anthony Hopkins. It was all improvised. one of the most iconic parts and lines in Silence of the Lambs. It was improvised. And they kept it, and it's one of the most famous lines in cinema to this day. Fun stuff. Have I watched Insidious? I think I saw the first movie. Interesting story. Or interesting movie, I should say. Not really my type of horror. I mean, it's interesting. I've heard there's tons of sequels, but normally something has a lot of fucking shit off of it. It's not good. It sounds like a different version of Jeffrey Dahmer. Hannibal, I think, was a real actual criminal, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he wasn't, what it is portrayed in the movie. He was a cannibal, but he wasn't, what he's portrayed as in the movie. But Red Dragon is basically Silence of the Lambs if the cop were a male. Honestly, it is, because at the end of the movie, it ends at the part where just before what's her name, Jodie Foster's character Clarice ends up going to the asylum. I honestly like Would You Rather better than Insidious. Would You Rather is just twisted. Not gonna lie, it's just twisted. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to call it to an end there because, well, my throat's getting kind of sore. So I think I'm going to call it there and call it to a close. Thank you for joining me in this very, very short live stream, and I will see you guys later.